Chapter 6, The Destination. The morning after your engagement party. You're woken up by the creak at the bedroom door and the crack of your eyes to see the twins peeking in. Hey, you two are up early.
I had a nightmare, and I was just protecting him. I definitely didn't have a nightmare too.
Sam sits up next to you, and a concerned expression on her face. I'm sorry you two had a bad dream. You know what makes me feel better when I have a scary dream? I like Snuggles using logic to defeat the scary thoughts. Snuggles. So get in here.
What about me?
We need your help for maximum cuddle power. Mason and Mickey scramble in the bed between you and Sam. You wrap your arms around them. So, what was the nightmare about?
I was all alone in a subway station, and there was a monster chasing me, and I kept thinking I saw you and Nana, but you disappeared before I could get to you.
Mason, you know I'm not going anywhere, right? Neither's your mom.
Even though our other mom's back?
Yep. Addison coming back doesn't change anything. It doesn't mean I'm gonna go away, just that you have even more people in your life who love you.
Good.
He snuggles in closer against your side. I know the situation is pretty confusing, but you can always come to us if you have any questions.
And, you won't get mad?
Why would we get mad?
It's just, aren't mommies supposed to be together?
Well, families come in all shapes and sizes, not if it makes them unhappy. All shapes and sizes. Sometimes kids have, both their birth parents. Sometimes they have one. Most of your friends have a mom and a dad, but you have two moms, and there's no one way to be a family.
Well, I guess that makes sense. So then there have to be a bunch of different things to call moms and dads, right? I don't really know what to call Addison. Me neither. Like, it feels weird to call her mom's mom?
It's okay to just call her by her name, if that's what you want. Whatever you're comfortable with works. You snuggle closer to the boys, dropping a kiss on top of each of their heads. Now, time to get up and at 'em. Go brush your teeth and get dressed.
Race ya!
The boys scramble off the bed and race each other to their bathroom. Thank you for helping me with that. I think they needed to hear it. I can't blame them. I have about a million questions myself about last night. If you and Addison are still legally married, do you have to get a divorce? How long will that take? Sam takes your face in her hands, her steady gaze reassuring. Hey, there's no way the marriage license is legal, and I'll have my top lawyers on it. Addison's just desperate, so she's grasping at straws. You're still the woman I want to marry. Our wedding is still going to happen. Nothing's going to stand in the way of that. You nod, and Sam brings your face to hers in a tender kiss. Speaking of, Naya set up some wedding venue tours for us later today. That sounds like the perfect distraction. Should we bring the boys? That's a great idea. We just have to wrangle them first. Later that day, Carter pulls up to an unassuming warehouse in Brooklyn. You raise an eyebrow as you step out of the car. Are you sure this is the right address? It's the one Miss Pratt sent over.
Is this where you're getting married? I bet there's spiders. And ghosts.
I'm sure there's an explanation. There's Naya. Hello. I know you're a miracle worker, Naya, but this might be too big a makeover even for you. Oh no, this isn't a venue. This is, well, it's actually just easier to show you. You follow her into a bright, empty room with padded walls. Perfect for my brother. This is the office of a Perfect Day VR, a company that specializes in virtual reality venue planning. Here you can tour potential venues anywhere in the world without leaving New York.
Cool!
That sounds amazing. We can really go anywhere?
How about ancient Rome? Or underwater?
A technician appears with a cart of equipment and offers you a device. It might be good to do a little test run to get your bearings. Well, then let's try, ancient Rome. You all put on your headsets as the technician sets up the program before handing Naya the tablet. An ancient, empty Roman Colosseum materializes around you, and you see Sam and the twins' avatars nearby. You look around at the virtual world in awe. It feels like a lion's gonna pop up and out and attack at any second.
I'd fight it and protect you. Not if I fought it first.
As exciting as it would be to get married here, I think we're gonna need a venue that still exists. Luckily, I found a couple of options that fit the bill. She pushes a button on her tablet and the world around you morphs. The first one is a hotel just uptown. I've been to a few events here. It's definitely be convenient. The ballroom should fit all your guests, and it brings a touch of classic elegance. It definitely says wedding. There's no chairs. Am I gonna have to stand the whole time? We'll rent furniture, and I'll make sure to get extra comfy chairs for you two. This is a solid option, but I want to see what else you found for us. Coming right up. The screen goes blank for a moment before you find yourself standing on an oceanside boardwalk in a tropical locale. Welcome to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Wow, it's beautiful. It's a great city, too. I was there a few years ago after a conference.
The beach looks fun.
You take a few minutes to navigate in the VR, exploring Puerto Vallarta at your own pace. Listen, when it comes to tongue rolling and Spanish, I got this. And let me show you the actual venue you're getting married in. You momentarily speechless as the next location loads around you. This is probably the diamond one. Do you love it? It's perfect. Sam, your thoughts? If Anna loves it, I love it. And it'd be nice to get away from the city for a bit.
Yeah, like a bonus vacation. Like, with endless burritos.
Okay, I like him. What do you think? Do you want to get married here or in New York? Alright, told you. 18 diamonds. Get married. I knew you'd fall in love with this one. Could we look around a little more and start visualizing how the ceremony will go? Of course, take all the time you need. Naya removes her headset and her avatar disappears from the virtual room. I can already picture this place filled with our family and friends, you up at the altar, like this. She steps into place beneath the archway of flowers and greenery. Perfect.
Where are we gonna be?
You'll be in the procession, which means you get to walk down the aisle ahead of me.
Can I do a robot walk? Ooh, can we pretend to be airplanes?
I think we'll do a regular walk on the day of, but this is just practice. Let's pretend to fly. Mason makes airplane noises as he spreads his arm out and sweeps down the aisle. Mickey follows suit, laughing.
Incoming!
My turn. You spread your arms wide and bob and weave your way toward Sam, who laughs at your approach. Special delivery for Sam Dalton. Eagerly accepted. Sam takes your hands in hers. So, next would be actual ceremony, reading vows and everything. Do you want to do a quick ceremony? Or really go for it with long vows and, does anyone object moment? We should do everything and anything. I plan on this being my only wedding, so I want to go all out. Love poems, a super long vow speech from me about chemical elements we are, and a full orchestra rendition of our song. Wow, you really mean all out.
Okay, then can Mickey and I sit with Grandpa and Grandpa? Because that seems like a long time to be standing.
That's fair. We can skip the objections moment, though. The only person who's objecting I'd care about is yours. You can rest assured I won't have any. It's funny to be looking at Sam's avatar as the twins fidget beside her.
So, this place is nice, but can we go to outer space?
Maybe if you ask the technician really nicely.
We'll be super polite.
Before you can say another word, the boys' avatars disappear and you can hear them asking the technician if they can go to the moon in the VR. Sam takes a step towards, giving your hands a gentle squeeze. I don't want to spoil my vows, so I think the only thing left is to practice the kiss. We definitely don't want to forget that. You tilt your head to the side, careful of the headsets as you lean in and press your body against Sam's. Listen, those headsets are too big for this, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't have one, but I don't give a shit. Keep it steamy. You press your lips against hers in a fiery kiss, urged on by the way she instantly matches your passion. You flick your tongue across her bottom lip and she moans, wrapping her arms around your waist to pull you closer. Your tongues tangle and you sigh with pleasure at the feeling of her body wrapping up in yours. After a long moment, you break apart to catch your breath. I love you. I love you too. I can't wait until all this is real. It will be before we know it. You remove the headsets and walk over to the other side of the room where Naya is supervising the twins. I thought they were supposed to be in outer space. All good. It's still the one? You and Sam share a look and nod. It's the one. Wonderful. I'll send over the paperwork and we can go from there. Sounds good. Thanks for arranging this. Everything's starting to feel real now. It'll be here before you know it. Carter drives you back to the penthouse, but gets out, and hands Sam the keys when you arrive. Thanks, Carter. You've got the boys from here. Yes, we have an exciting evening of karaoke planned. You do? Yeah, I'm gonna win. How do you win in karaoke? You can't win karaoke. Plus, if anyone's gonna win it, it's gonna be me. Carter escorts the still bickering twins into the lobby of the building, and you turn to Sam. What's going on? I'm taking you out for a date. Just the two of us. After everything we've been through, I don't want you to feel neglected in the midst of all this chaos. You give her hand a squeeze before the two of you are off again. The sun is beginning to set by the time you arrive at the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. The parking lot is suspiciously empty, despite the beautiful weather. Are you sure it's open? It is for us. I'm renting out the whole place for the rest of the day. Rich people problems. Of course you did. It's not quite spring, but the garden's already beginning to bloom. Sam offers you her arm as you walk along the paths. Unexpected expectations that are unrealistic. You know, the talk we had with the boys this morning got me thinking, what should they call you once we're married? I'd like to be called I should be able to just have a name. Like I should just be able to type it. I'm sure people would have fun with that. I'll just go with Anna or whatever they feel comfortable with, to be honest. They already call me by my first name. I don't see any reason to change that. She leans over to give you a sweet kiss. As long as we're talking about names, I've been thinking about whether I want to take yours or not. It'd be nice to have the same last name as you and the boys, but I also like my name how it is. I'd be honored if you became a Dalton, but I love Anna Schuler. I'll support whatever decision you can make. I think I'll take your name. I'll be proud to be an Anna Dalton. Do you know you can keep both, right? I'd be lying if I said a little part of me wasn't hoping you'd say that. You walk through a row of blooming bushes as the shadows continue to grow longer. Another benefit is that we ever have a baby. We're already share a name. Have you thought more about whether you'd like to have kids? Kids aren't something I've thought about yet. We're still young. Maybe we can still enjoy being married with only 2 boys for a while. So the sun finally dips below the horizon, and the gardens erupt into a rainbow of colorful lights. It's beautiful. They put on a lightscape show during the winter months. If you come, if the time is just right, you can see the flowers and the lights. I'm glad our timing worked out right. Same. It wasn't too long ago that we didn't have much of a future to talk about. But now we do. It's making me very excited. She takes you in her arms as the colors pulse around you. Oh, We are all alone out here. We could take advantage of the privacy. Sam leans down to nuzzle your neck, her breath warm in the chilly night air. I like the sound of that. Let's just live in the present before we get too wrapped up in the future. Take full advantage of the privacy. Oh, just remember, if this goes over PG-13, you know how it ends because of YouTube. You capture Sam's lips with yours, wrapping your arms around her neck as her arms tighten around your waist. Your tongues dance, and you feel a thrill at being so out in the open, even though you know you're alone. I want to play Strip and Hide, Skinny Dip in the Fountain. It's chilly at night. No, I'm good. Strip and Hide. Not sure I'm familiar with that game. It's easy. Close your eyes, count to 20, and then follow the line of clothing. Sounds fun. You ready? She closes her eyes and begins counting. As you pull off your clothing, you leave them in a trail as you venture further into the grove. 19, 20. Ready or not, here I come. You suppress a giggle as you put your back to one of the trees to hide, then peek around to see Sam approaching through the thicket. You move back to the cover of the tree, waiting until she's closer before you jump out. Gotcha. Wait, what? To your surprise, Sam's nowhere in sight. You head back towards the edge of the trees to find her when... Sam... You let a shriek of surprise as she jumped out from behind a thick tree trunk, wrapping her arms around you. So, what's my prize for finding you? You get to join me. You press fiery kisses to her lips as you pull her clothes off, eager to feel her skin against yours. Once you have her out of her clothing, Sam lifts you up, cupping your ass as you wrap your legs around her waist. That's better. She lets out a hum as she backs you up against one of the trees, her lips crashing against yours hungrily. Heat grows between you as she tilts her head to trail kisses down your neck, and you let your head loll back. As much as I'd like to take you right here and now, there are so many other things I want to do to you. Oh, what's stopping you? With a smirk, she pulls you down the path. We have to find the perfect spot first. We should slip into the shadows. The darkest, most private corner we can find. Whatever you want, my love. She leads you over to the far side of the lightscape, to a section where the surrounding lights don't quite reach. You lie back on the soft grass, propping yourself up on your elbows. You take in her athletic form silhouetted against the lights. Now, what's your excuse? Nothing's stopping me now. She kneels down over you, and you urge her closer, kissing her thighs along her bikini line. Even in the dark, you know exactly where to touch and taste. And yep, after you settle together on the grass, looking up at the stars overhead, and the lights all around you. We should go on surprise dates more often. Absolutely, as long as they all end in each other's arms. You sigh as you snuggle closer, perfectly content. A few days later, you're in the middle of a meeting when the notification pops up on your computer. From Evan. I wonder what he wants to complain about this time. We need to come back to the lab ASAP. There's an emergency. Aren't you supposed to be in charge? Be right there. We should get timestamps. Just saying. Let's see how often and frequent he messages. Or anyone in the future in this app, by the way. I'm so sorry, everyone, but I have to cut this short. I'll follow up in an email later. You gather your things and rush towards the elevator. I left Addie in charge. If there's an emergency, why isn't he telling me? When you finally arrive at the lab, you find it calm as ever. I'm gonna punch him. There's no sign of fires, chemical spills, only Evan waiting by your office door. About time. Evan? What's the big emergency? It's in there. See for yourself. You open the door to your office to find... that feels good. Oh, Jenny. Oh, okay, this is an emergency. Jenny and Addie are locked in an embrace on your desk, oblivious to your arrival. Why is it my desk? You flick the light on and they spring apart the moment they see you. What the hell is going on my desk? Anna, you're supposed to be in a meeting. This is supposed to be my office, dickhead. and you're supposed to be watching the lab. You two have some explaining to do. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Alright, without further ado, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description below, links to social media, Discord, if you like to support me and my content. Without further ado, what do you think? Today, short as always. 2 diamond choices and we get 20 minutes out of it? Wow. Pixelberry's really scraping the bottom of the barrel at this rate. But, I digress. What do you guys think about Addie and Jenny finally making do? Did Addie finally tell his wife? Why the hell are you using my office? You know, things like that. Thanks for watching. Peace out.